Welcome to everybody. Hi, I haven't done one of these ones for a while. Live videos. Alright. I haven't done much of anything. So, besides selling kittens, of course. Just sold 2 of them yesterday. Hopefully I'm going to sell more. Alright. I need one. There's one of them right here. She's a female, 7 weeks old. Oh, my kitty. Get everything up so I can see the chats and stuff here. Let people start coming in. Also, yeah, as you can see the title, Kara is obsessive over me. Basically, well, I'll get into the story once I get out of everything up here. Yeah, as you can see the title, Kara is. All right, here we go. How you doing, everyone? Yeah, here we go. How you doing, little girl? Yes. Oh, she's so pretty and cute. Yeah. Well, this is for the Karens that are on my channel watching all the time that are obsessed with me. Apparently, they don't. I mean, they're hiding in the shadows, doing those little odd things that try to get you in trouble or trying to prevent you from doing things they don't agree with, like selling kittens or breeding. So, like, you guys have. I'm just saying. You guys have tried so many times to do a lot of things to me in the past that breed and sell kittens. So, yeah, let's see. So a few years ago, let's go back about like 3 or 4 years ago. The one attempt you guys tried calling animal shelter on me, tried to get animal shelter to get me in trouble, which was a learning. It was a learning experience. I'll tell you. And come to find out, I didn't have to even let him in at all. So thank you for that. Actually, you didn't help me. You helped me learn something. Actually, and I still managed to keep my cats. So he made up lies and stuff, and found out some things about another thing about one of my cats. He claimed my cat had feline AIDS and stuff like that. I was giving out kittens with feline AIDS, which I proved that was false, a false report. Yep, and stuff like that. And so, yeah, but again, I didn't have to say a damn thing or prove a damn thing. So, yeah, that was unsuccessful. And we were not happy, nothing came out of that, or we didn't get the kittens from me, from that litter at that time was a little miss. Yeah, and let's say basically after I moved out of that place, moved over to Robinson Street. Yeah, you did a big blow on me on that one, unfortunately. But I don't know how you're gonna live with yourselves for doing that to a person. And you think you did good, and you actually didn't. I don't know what happened to the cats and what you did with them. Timmy and Bonkers and Miss Kitty, whoever took them in the first place, because whoever was unhappy with the results of animal control. So you guys decided to go commit a crime yourself and steal the cats. Again, it didn't stop me. I'm still doing what I'm doing today. I'm still strong at this point. You still haven't stopped me. Especially when my mom passed that year, same year when you did that. So yeah, but again, that did hurt me. That was below the belt. But it still didn't stop me from doing what I'm doing. So whatever, if they're alive today or not, I hope they're okay. One of the two, and hopefully one day you'll get caught for what you did. I will never forgive whoever did that. So once I find out who did it. So unfortunately, I can't do nothing legally about it because the cops won't do a damn thing about that situation. So yeah. And all you guys have been doing is trying to flag my posts on Craigslist. By the time you're starting to manage to get the post flagged, the kittens are sold. So you guys still continue doing it, but it doesn't really bother me. You're nothing but helping me actually by doing that. But because you're keeping my post, every time you flag me, I after I repost it again, I'm back on that top of those posts again. You're helping me every time I repost that post. I know how to repost my post, so you prevent me from flagging it right away and anytime quick soon. So there's methods of doing that. So and you're still trying to do it again. I already sold 2 kittens yesterday. I posted them up yesterday. I sold 2 of them. I sold one from a person from Livonia, about an hour drive from here, and a person from Abdullah, whatever how to pronounce that name, in Ohio, that she drove over 5 hours just to get here, which I had a video and showed you that whole situation. So, yeah. I mean, you guys are constantly doing this. It's like trying to prevent me from doing something, which you're actually you're helping me keeping my kittens above the post above in Craigslist. You're not hurting me at all whatsoever in the process. So, and I've already made $100 since yesterday from selling kittens. So I already sold 2 kittens. So I got 2 more to go. And for the people that are like I've already got a couple of emails asking for it'll pay me $10. Like they're really serious buyers for a kitten. It's like, you know, the cost of taking care of raising and taking care of a kitten is not really that expensive, but it still costs money. You know, all that stuff. You know, and I mean, you're paying money to if you're paying money to a shelter, yes, you're saving a cat from the shelter. That's good for you. That's great. I hope anybody does that. Go to a shelter or a humane society, something, try to save a cat or a kitten in the process. You know, good. I'm great for that. But again, there's a problem. There's a process you have to go through just to get that pet. And a lot of people can't do that process. And there are people that care for animals just as much as I do and do the best they can, and they can't go through that process like that. A lot of people do. You know? Sometimes you gotta go through a background check or whatever, stuff like that. A lot of people don't want to go do all that crap. And then they get denied, or they get put on a waiting list. I finally named my one cat from the last. Yeah, okay, Loki. I named him Loki. Apparently, nobody wanted him, but I kept him at least. At least I wanted. I mean, I was hoping to get him a home, but that's all right. I didn't really need any more cats, so I kept them up for a long time, and it's a long time. So, all right. Oh, I got 1 watcher so far. I'm running around 12 o'clock right now. Got done going to the food pantry and everything else today. You know, you assess of every little thing. Of like, I go to the food pantries, complain about that. You don't know anything about my life and what my financial situation is, or my disability, and it really doesn't matter because it's none of your business anyways. In the first place. Plus, on top of that, it's like assessment again. You try and assess shutting down my post. You just help me to keep my post on the top. Thank you, I appreciate that. Keep it up. I'll just keep on reposting. It's not that hard to repost a post. All I gotta do is make a few changes here and there, and I already got a whole bunch of them already made up, ready to go. Just to repost right there, right off the bat. All I gotta do is click it, boom, it's back up again. So, oh well, you know, no big deal. But you still keep my post above. That's why most of the time my post is right back right away. Again. And I'm almost all day. I'm usually in front of my computer. I pay attention to my emails and notifications. So I hear a pop-up saying, my post is flagged. Oh well. It could be an inconvenient time. It takes me about a minute. Post it right back up again. Oh, whoop-de-doo. You know, wow. You know, it's like wow. It's like at least other people are paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm like, wow, okay. You know, it makes no sense. Well, hey, hey, there, guy, come here. I'm gonna show you off too. All right. Oh, there we go. Hi. Yeah, this is a male. This was the last video I posted up on him. Somebody was texting me about him. Wanted pictures. He was not sitting still long enough to take pictures of him at all. So yeah, yeah. What you doing, little man? And you can see he's sweet. He wants to be held. You know. And again, how are you helping anything in the process? You're so concerned of this kitten and my cats in the first place that you're trying to prevent me from homing them in the first place. Said, what if I was not able to home these kittens at all? Again, if I still managed to get my cats fixed or not, you know, I mean, again, you're hurting this kid in the process, preventing him getting a home. And all that stuff. Because what would end up happening, it might go to a shelter. And you know about black cats with shelters, especially a high kill rate for them. Because they're not. Well, I'm surprised right now. I'm getting how popular they are. A lot of people are asking about black cats. But yeah, but they're a hyper kill rate for shelters and stuff. Yep, because they get the most put down. So those superstitions and stupid superstitions about black cats. Ignorance. I'm gonna say racist about black cats. I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, think they're bad luck and pertain to witchcraft, all that stuff. Look at this guy. He loves giving kisses. Yep, as I said, he's a sweet little kitten. Yep. He is a good boy. You just want to play with that? Aw. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, you can tell he's sweet. I mean, I'm surprised this batch, when the first people showed up for the Livonia, they were all over them. They were curious and everything. The last batch from Loki's batch, they were so not really. They were scared of people, kind of. But eventually, it got all that. Hey, Happy New Year! Yep, what's up? Well, I know it's already New Year's for you already. We are still behind. Yeah, it's already 2023 for you guys. Oh, look at you. Oh. Look at this. Oh, how cute. Cute. Hi. Yeah. He's a good little baby. I'm getting people messaging about him. So far, they haven't come around and want to get him yet. I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm asking for a $50 rehoming fee. I would ask for 40, but since these Karens kept on screwing my posts around, I had to go resort other means to get the post to stay, or post up on other places because I had to pay for certain sites. So to say you're griping if you're because how much I'm selling it for, and it's like, well, first off, you gotta consider the cost of feed, the litter, all that stuff, the upbringing of these kittens. And then again, you're not. It's like because you're complaining they're not fixed or vet cared, everything else. But you're expecting a lot out of $40 in that thing. Because guess what? If I ever did take these cats to the vet, get them neutered, spaded, shots, you're gonna be complaining more about it because I would be covering that cost in the price of the kitten. And it'd be much harder to find a kitten at home because I'll be asking almost $150 for the kit per kitten if I did that. That's if I could afford to do that. I'm not making a lot of money off these guys. I'm not. They help for maybe a bill or two, maybe. Other than that, and I do love them to death. I do love them. You can see that how much I love these guys, and I do care. And I checked with that lady. Yeah, yeah. I checked with that lady this morning and see if she got home okay. She said she didn't get home till like 4:45 in the morning. Yeah, it's 4:45 in the morning. Yeah, they got home okay. Kitten's doing good. Yeah, doing great so far. She can send me some pictures of her doing awesome. I do care for where they go and make sure they're okay. That's one reason why for the rehoming, not just to help me out in the cost of these guys, the upbringing of them, caring for them. It helps. It's basically to make sure they get a good home on top of it. Aw, you just give me some kiss. Yep, I hope you guys get home. I hope you get home soon. Yep. I'm getting text messages still. No, so far, nothing quite yet. The black and white one and him is the only one left I got. So, and not until February. But those litters won't be ready till April. So, I'm pretty sure both female cats I got are pregnant. So, I'm pretty sure they are now. So, yeah. So, I won't be expecting any more kittens to February. So I'll be right back at it again in the next next 4 months, everybody. You'll be posting these up again, and you'll be right back. Try to take my post down again, and just you're helping me along in the process, and discovering other ways to advertise these guys too. So you're just helping me out in the process, just to let you know. You're not stopping me, and I'm gonna still continue what I'm doing until I decide one day I'll stop. I just got a text message. Let's see. Yep, that's me for the female still available. I mean, when you're concerned about shots and spay and neutering and stuff like that, the health care of the cats, you know, it comes down to the situation where they gotta get care. I will take them to take care, but probably it's hard. Oh, no, so they're asking for 20. Sorry. Yeah, there's one's asking for $20, and I will stick to my guns on the price. If it eventually comes down to it, I might drop it. But again, I said the cost of it, for taking care of these kittens. It's not. If you think it's easy and cheap, no. Well, I'll not say it's not that expensive either, but it's still a cost. There's cost in there, you know. And I do it for both the freights to help make sure the kitten gets a home and cover what the cost I put into them just to take care of them. Yeah, I kind of figured that. But the stuff you keep on griping about, I mean, like I said, I would charge more if I did do all that. And it's the onus on the people. And again, a lot of my cats are healthy. There's no big issues with them. I had them for years. They didn't have their shots. Yes, I am taking a risk, but I really hadn't had cats die from any major illnesses unless they got poisoned and stuff like that. That's from letting them outside. I had cats been poisoned and stolen from me actually too. So, and unfortunately, that's the risk I take every day. I send them outside. Yeah, I know. I just want to show I'm still strong at it, and I still, even after they stole my 3 cats, I'm still doing what I'm doing. Just so that they're trying to make a point, which I'm still doing what I'm doing today. This happened 3 years ago. So it was a hard year for me too. Especially when my mom passed away that year at the same time. So yeah. That was a very hard year for me. So other than that. Well, I don't know what much more this is just a kind of vent a bit, I guess I'd say. It wasn't really venting. I'm not really mad or angry. I'm just making a point here. You're not accomplishing anything. If you want to do something, to help out the situation, go down to the shelter, do something actually, maybe volunteer to the shelter, help them out if you can, or adopt if you can, if it's not difficult, hard for you to do. Again, there's a process they go through just to adopt. It's not that simple for a lot of people. And there's a waiting list most of the time. See, I don't have a doctor under my payroll or anything like that, or a veterinarian. They have a veterinarian under their payroll. They pay them by the hour, and all their medications, their drugs, everything, their antibiotics, is all covered. Especially at the shelter, it's all our tax-paying money right there to cover some of that stuff there, anyways. For some, what they can do. And in the Humane Society, that's by donation. Again, if they have the funds, but again, it's all covered under the same money they get every month. That's why they go have the program to help you spay and neuter your cats. You know, and again, you have to pay about right now. Well, I checked out. I gotta get Loki fixed. The problem is I gotta get down to Humane Society, so I don't need a male cat. Another male says he's a male, and then the 2 females, and they're related, blood related to him. I don't need incest from him at all, so I gotta get him done and get him fixed. And it's hard to get veterinary care around Jackson anyway. And transportation is a pain for me to go Ann Arbor. And that's about almost close to a half hour, 45-minute drive from here to there, just to get vet care. Our local vet care, as I said, they're a month out on for any appointments for a cat, for bring your pet in. And you can't do walk-ins anymore for VCA. And there are expensive veterinary there that are way beyond my pay for money to pay for. That's the cheapest one is VCA Gay. And they're a franchise. They're all over the country of the United States. I don't know if they're outside the United States or not. I never heard of it them being outside the United States. Colonel, if you know anything about VCA, let me know if there's anything like that in your country or not. But other than that, I don't know how far they're out, but I know they're all over the United States. Because I know they're a franchise. Again, you got to look at this. Most of the time, the veterinarians are for it for the money, not for the welfare of the cat or the health of the cat. They are in it for the money. Of course, they're going to say, hey, they're going to need their shots. Oh, that's again. Granted, give them their shots. Nothing against it. Not totally against shots at all. But you got to consider this: veterinarians are in it for the money. They're not for the health of the cat or anything like that. They exaggerate for a lot of things, especially shots for their pets or anything. I learned even the shots. You don't have to get them every year. You don't have to get them every year. You don't. Okay, yeah. The VCA is a regular. It's a franchise like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. They're all over the country, all over the world. This one, I know VCA is in the United States. But again, they're in it for the money. Of course, they're going to try to tack anything on your pet that costs money to help them pay for everything. Trust me on that one. They're in it for the money. They're not. I mean, there are probably some veterinarians are there they are care for the pets and healthcare, but not necessarily. They're just for the money. It's ridiculous. Of course, they're going to try and say, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. But I've heard for years of raising cats, having cats, and if anybody knows me, who know me personally, they always knew I always had a cat. Not ever been without a cat whatsoever. I haven't been without a cat since I was a teenager. I've been always with a cat and always made sure I had a place to go when I moved. I was planning to make sure my cats were able to come with me regardless, so they have a roof over their head and they've been fed and taken care of as much as possible. You know, it really sucks. If anything happens to my cats and getting ill or anything right now, especially if I got money and everything, it's gonna be hard to get veterinary care in Jackson. I would have to literally get to Ann Arbor somehow. I said that's about a 45-minute drive from here, and I don't have a car. No, I do not have a car yet. I just mentioned that. I know there's a delay between the video here. No, I don't have a vehicle yet. That's one of my goals, hopefully this coming up year. Is the reason why, from the, what helped me, just especially what helped me get a car the last couple times was basically the pandemic, the money they gave out to people to help through the pandemic. That was one reason why I got a car. The one after the Pontiac Montana, the red one, I got that from my back pay from my Pontiac Montana. The very first vehicle I bought when I got Social Security. Then when that broke down, I got another vehicle. I got it with the pandemic money that helped that out to get that vehicle. Then this last one, unfortunately, I wrecked because of the last December first winter it came into here. I flipped my car into a ditch. That came out of the more back pay. Because I moved out the ratings, I lost a lot of. Because of the pandemic issues, and when I moved out to reading, I lost a lot of business by moving out to reading. I moved out to ratings, I lost a lot of business out reading. So I had to claim to Social Security that I'm not making any money. So I do report my income to Social Security. The ones that are so concerned about how much money, because I'm making a little money here on the side and stuff like that for computer repair, selling kittens, and it's like they act like I don't report this in. Like I do report it in. And plus, they don't know is if you're on Social Security, you are allowed to work a limited amount of time at a job or money from self-employment. You're allowed to make so much a year or by the month and still be on Social Security. The ignorance of the people that think this. They think, well, if you got a job or something, you're not supposed to get Social Security. Actually, you're allowed to make a little money on the side, as long as you report the income. So, if you don't go over the limit of what they make, if you go over the limit, they'll start decreasing your Social Security to what you make. Because I was like, before I moved out to a rating, I was only getting $600 a month, somewhere in there, barely to cover anything. About $600 something from Social Security, because I was on self-employment working in Jackson here. So then when I moved back out there, when I moved out to Reading, that went up to about $800 after the fact. And plus, they gave me the back pay that they gave me because they do it, they take it and they go by the year prior. So all that money from the last year before I moved out there was given to me for the car. After I said because I was out, because I had no employment out there right now at that point. So if you whatever you want to do, if you want to try to report me on Social Security, good luck with that one. A lot of that just don't work with a damn anyways. I tried reporting somebody to Social Security one time. That didn't do a damn thing. Yeah, my A1 sauce. Yeah, I love A1 sauce on my steak. Oh yeah. So yeah. So yeah, it's like again, and people think another thing I like to bring up is another thing I want to bring up is because a lot of people think I'm overweight because I overeat. No, it's not the case. Already, if you watch a couple of my last video, why the reason why I'm over 700 pounds stuff, pituitary adenoma, that is causes the 3 types of those. And I got the one that causes weight gain and some other issues too, not just the weight gain. So yeah, that's a problematic right there. And I can't afford to overeat actually. I barely make enough to just to cover the food for the whole entire month. And that's why I go to the food pantries, just to add the extra to keep a hold up on the whole entire month. So I plan my meals for the whole entire month on the basis of my food stamps I get every month, and that's about it. I don't have enough money after I pay my bills. There's nothing left of my Social Security check. After I pay my bills, it's barely anything. That's paying rent. I gotta have my cable internet for other reasons. That's a must have. I have a storage unit. I've been trying to take care of. I'm paying $40 a month. I got to get out there and get everything out of there and bring it here. That's I haven't done that yet. I was planning to do that this year, and I never got around to it because it's difficult without a car for one, and I'm worried about it because I lost my keys. And I had my set of keys all gone. And the key for my storage is on my set of keys that I lost. Don't know where the hell they went. So I'm hoping my friend I gave a copy to, hopefully he still has it. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to get bolt cutters or a grinder to grind that lock off. That really sucks. It really sucks. That'd be an extra $40 in my pocket if I get that storage off me. So yeah, it would help quite a bit. So I can't afford to overeat food. I can't go out to eat all the time. I don't go buy pizzas, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever you want to say. You know, I don't go out and buy. You'll see more than just A1 sauce around here in my apartment. Like, you'll see bags of McDonald's, boxes of pizza, stuff like that. If that was the case, I was going out to eat. And then I don't buy junk food. That's for one thing. The ignorance of people, what they think. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. That's why it's like this whole Karen's obsessed over me. It's ridiculous. All the crazy stuff, the links they go to just to try to get me shut down. It's nuts. So yeah. Well, I've been on so far 34 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know much more to talk about at this point. Yeah, most people suck. Yeah. But unfortunately, but again, everybody's got it. It's like it's every opinions are like people's assholes. Everyone's got one. You know, I try to respect people, but when they try to affect your life and try to destroy your life in every means or shape or form, and stuff like that. But I try to respect people's opinion. It's like, don't try to force it upon me. at all, your opinion. Don't go great lengths to try to ruin somebody's life because they didn't agree to what they do. You're going to find somebody that you don't agree with what they do. You know, it happens. It's part of life. Freedom is scary. Deal with it. The quote the lawyer I watched from YouTube. So he does YouTube videos like the First Amendment auditors. As I said, freedom is scary. Deal with it. You know, I didn't think I put the plaintiffs that I tried to. Again, they're helping me in the process on my Craigslist posts because they keep on flagging me. All I gotta do is repost them right back on the top again. That's all I'm doing. Not getting buried on another post. So you're not hurting me in any shape or form on this. My camera's all blurred out again. Yay! Oh, come on, shit, camera. Focus in. There we go. It's focusing now. So yeah. My plans for New Year's tonight. I am gonna go out to eat. I'm gonna order something to eat tonight, of course. I'm kind of hoping to get White's chicken, but the problem is they used to deliver before quite a bit, and they rarely deliver anymore because of lack of employment. People are employed there. I would love to give me a 4-piece cod dinner right now. I'd love to have a 4-piece cod dinner for dinner tonight from them. But I might end up going 1 or 2. Might be doing priors for Coney dogs. Because he does do DoorDash. Yeah, I talked to him. I just talked to him yesterday about the lady who came from the Ohio. I said, that's insane. This lady drove 5 hours. That's 5 hours here and 5 hours back. That's crazy. If you pay attention, after I was doing the editing of that video, I didn't pay attention to it at first. The most reason why it took her 5 hours, she avoided the toll. Not because of the pay for the toll. Come to find out, she took a risk driving all the way up here from Ohio on no tags on her car. I heard it. It's like when I was doing through the editing, and I didn't hear it at first when I talked to her. And when I was doing the editing, if you hear her closely, she said her tags weren't. She didn't have any tags on her car, so she couldn't do go through the toll because of that. That makes sense. You know, no tags on her car. She's driving illegally without no tags on her car. Yeah, it's kind of, that makes sense. And she did have tickets, she said. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what country she's from. She had a very thick accent. I know she had a thick accent, but I know she's not from the United States originally because I don't know where she was. And the first person I talked to had slightly a thick accent, but because there was a separate person the first phone call that it was a different person, but had the same similar accent that she did, but less thickness of it. So I'm pretty sure she's from the United States, but she'd been raised around with these people. So I don't know what country she's from. I couldn't tell by the accent at all. She's from a different country. I know that much. And there was a language barrier there because she didn't understand. I couldn't understand some stuff she was saying. That her English wasn't the greatest. I know English wasn't her primary language, but she was decent. It was at least decent enough to get an understanding. That's a plus. You know, and it was hard. I mean, I was kind of, my biggest concern was she didn't have a carrier for the kitten, but she did have a box. But taking that long trip, 5 hours, I was like, I'm worried about this. I was worried about her getting lost getting here, and I was worried about and then when I come to find out she was by herself, no passenger, and she came up here and she had nothing but a box to put her in. I was worried about that she getting home safely, about that kitten getting underneath her feet or getting out of the vehicle. I guarantee she had to make stops between here and there to take a break or so, a bathroom, eat, stuff like that. I was worried about the kid that might get out or get hurt in that process. I'm glad I called her this morning. I did call her this morning to get a hold of her to find out if she got home okay. And yeah, she got home okay. She's doing well. Showed me pictures. She asked me some questions and stuff like that. Everything's good over there. I was good. I was happy. That's it. I mean, like, some of these people think I don't care. I'm in it for the money. No, I do care. I do 100% care. I care about these cats and the kittens. I love them. I'm afraid anything happened to them, even after the fact. I give them away. I mean, you know, some do try to keep in contact with me, but again, it fades away eventually down the road, and I don't know what happened to them afterwards. But again, that's normal. I understand that, you know. But I gotta learn to let go. You know, it's as simple as that. I just gotta let go. That's how I don't try to grow attached to the cats or the kids when I do this. I don't. That's why I don't give them names. I leave them nameless until they get homed. So I don't try to get too much attached. I try to love up on them. You see what I've been doing. I was holding the black kitten right here and the black and white one. And I was trying to love upon them, make sure it gets socialized. Like, that's the most important part of raising the kittens, to get them homed. It's the socialization and all that stuff. That's a very key thing. You know, it's not hard for me, because I can let it go just that simply. You know? But again, it helps me out in the process. Right now, I got a little extra cash on me, and I'm buying some stuff I like to get right now. Like, some of my stuff needs repaired. You know, like some of my speaker system and stuff like that. You know, I got some old vintage 12-inch Pioneers that have been torn, and not the subwoofer, but some like tweeter and mid range. Yeah, those are not cheap to replace. They're hard to come by now. You get these all little condensed systems now with tiny speakers and a bass cannon. I got my tents for my car and my amp. I've been considering hooking it up to have that bass, a lot more bass in my system. I love music. I listen to music here at home. Besides playing games. And again, I don't sit all day and play games neither. I basically watch YouTube, my TV shows, and listen to music once in a while. I might play Fortnite for a few hours. That's about it. I'm done. And it's I mean, I'd like to if I get a car, I'd be getting out and do more things. And it's becoming harder for me to do things right now. Just to get anywhere at this point. I miss having a car. I like to have a vehicle. I don't know what to do at this point with a vehicle. I don't know where I'm going to get the extra cash right now to get the vehicle. That is not an option anymore. As I said, the last car I got from back pay from Social Security that they owed me for prior, because it didn't work anymore. So that's it. Oh, I got another text message. Bummer, huh? Oh, probably don't live nearby me. Yeah, I mean, well, people. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't live too far. I mean, there's people that are willing to drive 5 hours for a kitten, so that's why. I was like, these people, like, why would they ask me? Why can't I ask me one? The first one asked me, do you take $10 for it? No. And the next one, they just like recently here, just one of these texts. They asked for 20. No. People are willing to pay the $50. Why would I drop it down that low? I mean, yeah, down the road, it comes to like a week or so, yeah, we'll drop it down. But I'm going to still keep it up there. I just posted them up. You know? But it's a good time to get the kitten now before it gets too late anyways. Because the older they get, the less cuter they get. Yeah, the less cuter they get. They're not as lovable, they're still lovable, but not as playful as like they were, or stuff like that. They don't look as cute as they were, you know, stuff. Those days go by fast, you know. Yeah, it's giving us this. As I said, you're more than welcome to go to a shelter, do all that stuff. But again, there is a process along. As I said, and if I did all that, I would be charging more than $40 to $50 if I did the process of getting neutered and fixed and their shots. And you think you're griping about $40 to $50 now, and you're gonna be griping if I was charging $150, and it'd be much harder to get them home because of that. Because I got them fixed and neutered already, and I think that's gonna be the top sell when they sell a kitten. No. They're looking for a cheap cost of buying a kitten. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay $150. Hell no. And the people that get them, they probably got the means to get them fixed on their own in a cheap way of cost. That's like right now. I mean, kind of wish when I had a car. I mean, it'd be easier for me to it'd be a lot cheaper to get my cat fixed. I gotta get Loki fixed, and the main siding in Jackson here wants to have me pay $85 to get him fixed. That's kind of not, it means decent, but still, I was paying for another place and reading out and about reading, or I was going to reading in Jonesville Veterinary for another program. It only cost me $60 to get Little Miss fixed. God rest her soul. Right now, most people don't realize that. I said she recently passed away. So, unfortunately, she got hit by a car. And it kind of sucks. Yeah, and it happens. Yeah, I was sad about that. I'm gonna miss her. So, oh, yeah. I've been keeping after that happened. I've been trying to keep my cats in the house now. Not most of the time. Yeah, after that, because it doesn't help. I live on First Street. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, most of my cats, they were staying in the yard, not crossing the street. She was the only one crossing the street for some reason. I don't know why. I've been watching her on security cameras. She's been doing good crossing the street for a while. And I've been here for at least, officially I've been here for about a year now. But when she got hit, I've been here for about at least 8 months now at that time. And she's been going out like normal, no problems, and not a problem enough for 8 months. But just that day, she just picked the wrong day to cross the road, crossed the street, and got hit by a car. Unfortunately. I hate that. It sucks. I was crying for that situation. And like now, since then, I've been trying to keep them in unless I get the cats want to get them so I'll get knocked up. Otherwise, that's the only time they get out most of the time, or by accident. So I've been trying to keep them in all this time from that point forward. So for that won't happen again. I wish I got something like a pin or something like that. Put outside, I can let them in to go outside, but not go any further than that. It'd be nice. A cat tree. It would be cool. So yeah, unfortunately I lost Little Miss this year. It's sad. So yeah. But yeah, that's for me. I blame myself on that one. So that was my mistake. I shouldn't trust at that point where I knew it was on a busy street, First Street, and I should not let them out as much as I did. Yeah, it happens. I hate it. Sucks the most. At this point, I'm gonna call it now. We're at 49 minutes into this video now. I do appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, if anything, anybody wants to help out with anything, if they want to. I mean, that'd be great to try to find these 2 kittens home. If anybody knows anybody locally, if they've seen this video, watching me, and everything else. I mean, yeah. Willing to pay the adoption fee and a homing fee, whatever you want to call it. Get a hold of me if you know me or try to contact me. You'll find me posting on Craigslist once if I don't get flagged down. But yeah, again, I get it right up right away, back right away, anyways. So at this point, I'm gonna try to have a decent New Year's. Hopefully, everything will work out for what I want to have for dinner and everything else, and enjoy myself and relax. So, all right, I appreciate everybody watching. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification for future videos. For the people who have stayed down here long enough, and the 2 people who have been watching me from this point forward, the only, well, actually, I say 3 people that has watched me from this point forward. I appreciate you here for your support and everything else. Thank you. There's the donation links in below in my description. If you feel free, if you want to buy me dinner, a meal, or a pop, or what do you want to call it, a beer, whatever you think it feels good to you. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.